guys, it's Ian. This is Camp for All Chopped. I'll be your host and cameraman today. It's our final for our second edition of Chopped here, and we'll be having our contestants make breakfast. So yeah, let's get right into it. Let's meet the people who this show is really about, our contestants, the food, the judges, all of those things. First up, Salem had a good first showing in her last. She's ready to blend some stuff, I guess. We'll see how she does in her second ever. And then our defending champ, defending his title today, our winner from our first episode. He's done a breakfast episode before. Jacob Garcia. Let's see how he does. We got 4 mystery ingredients, guys. Each of our contestants has no idea what these may be, and at this time we're going to go ahead and remove those covers and start looking at these mystery ingredients. Jacob, you're the defending champ. Pick out your favorite ingredient out of there.
Well, it's Texas shaped, so I'll hold it out first. I'm assuming these are chicken nuggets?
Those are Texas shaped chicken nuggets.
That is amazing.
There's 2 for display. Let's get a good look at those shapes. Patriotic of us. There's 2 for display. There's also some more in that freezer.
Okay.
I'm guessing you're gonna want more chicken nuggets. Salem, what do you got?
Got a sweet potato.
That's right, a big old sweet potato. Jacob, what's our next ingredient here?
Sauerkraut.
That's right, for breakfast. Champions. And
we've got some ranch.
Goes good with everything. Should be pretty exciting to see us work with our 4 ingredients here. Again, there's more where those chicken nuggets came from. Judges, how you feeling about the ingredients? How you feeling about contestants today?
Pretty nervous. Yeah, these are some challenging ingredients. Very excited to see what they do.
All right, well, let's go ahead and start the timer. 3, 2, 1. Contestants have begun cooking, preparing. We just talked to our judges. Let's meet them. First up, returning judge Abby Wright. Abby, what do you have to say about the judging experience? What advice do you have for our contestants today with breakfast on the menu?
I don't really have much advice. Those are, like I said, really interesting ingredients. I think that they definitely have a challenge ahead of them to incorporate them all in a breakfast, no less. I think the breakfast part is it would throw me, so I'm glad I'm on this.
Next up, we have Indigo. Indigo, you serve breakfast to people for a job. You are a barista. How do you feel about those ingredients?
Not as confident as I feel at work when I throw something frozen into but we'll see how I do.
Fair enough. And next up, we have Alice, returning to judge again. How you feeling?
Great. I love sweet potatoes. Good. Ranch. Good. Chicken nuggets. Good. Sauerkraut.
Good.
Good. I'm a little nervous because it's a little bit long to cook, but we'll see what happens.
They are both starting with the sweet potato, which is encouraging. They both know that, so yes, that's a good sign, I would say.
Kurt, you were eliminated last time.
I was indeed eliminated last time.
But you have competed against these 2.
I have.
Are you feeling fortunate given the ingredient list, or do you think that you might have had something that you could have come up with here?
Well, I always would have had something that I could have come up with. Whether I could have completed it well is a whole different story, obviously. I'm excited for these 2. I think transforming ingredients is something that they're both very good at. I would say that making a breakfast, to me, the only curveball is the sauerkraut. So I think that's the one that you got to figure out how do you tamper that that flavor to make it more breakfast edible. So it'll be interesting to see what they do.
Breakfast edible. I think that's a good idea here. Jacob, you're doing battle with that sweet potato. What's your thinking here in your fourth chopped?
As most chopped episodes so far. Yeah. So maybe check back in a little while. We'll kind of see where this goes.
What's the ingredient you're most excited about today? You're doing battle with that sweet potato, but you've got another.
I mean, who doesn't love chicken nuggets? But probably my favorite food besides bacon. So you might see both.
Salem, you're also doing battle with that sweet potato. You got some butter on the skillet over here. Is that the destination for that sweet potato?
Yep, sure is.
What are you hoping to make happen with this sweet potato today?
I'm gonna make a little sweet potato hash, I think.
Good thinking. I also think you'll be making sweet potato hash. But we'll see how it turns out.
Why is it when the camera is on, people when they're cutting, I get nervous?
A little helpful sharing going on here. Jacob's got the skillet going as well. Well, I don't know if it matters which burner you use there, Jacob. You're using a gigantic skillet.
Yeah, I got lots of things to do.
Don't ask me.
I don't know.
Love the tech theme here. Jacob pondering his options here. Both contestants dove right into that sweet potato. Jacob has seemingly taken a break from that and really is just pondering his options here.
Yeah, what's happening? Oh, okay. I have full faith in you. Team Jacob. Salem. Yeah.
Interesting.
I couldn't find the feeling. Do we have any comments from the peanut gallery?
Looks like, Alice, your advice about, as far as the sweet potato taking long to cook was heeded by both contestants here. They are rushing to get the
They are.
sweet
but
potato
they're
on first.
They're also really hard to break down because they're big and they're thick and they're like, it's hard to get a knife through them if the knives aren't like super sharp. But it's good that they're really going for it.
About 6 minutes down. Jacob analyzing his second ingredient here.
It's like hard.
It's frozen.
You know that.
Jacob?
Well,
Salem, do you have any ideas yet? I'm gonna go with my original idea and make an omelet or eggs. Okay.
Hey, Salem, doing work with that microwave now. I love to see a good microwave in use in the kitchen. Looks like our butter's melted down. Jacob, got 3.
Lindsay loves ranch, but she's interested to see what you're going to do with it.
I'm also a big fan of ranch. I love ranch and ranch. Makes me a little nervous.
Ranch is superior.
Use the knife.
Bethany loves all of the items individually,
What are your hopes set on each ingredient here, Abby? Sounds like you're excited about the ranch, but also maybe pessimistic about the ranch.
I love all of the ingredients. Again, in a breakfast, I don't know if I would really choose anything other than the sweet potato. Maybe chicken, probably not a Texas-shaped chicken nugget. But in a breakfast, it's going to be really interesting to see how they incorporate it all. Especially since Jacob is still trying to figure out his plan right now. That's exciting and nerve-wracking. We'll see how Salem does with the
Well, I think
whatever she's doing, omelet.
I think that given you're not from Texas, it's not surprising that you're just not as excited as the rest of us about the Texas-shaped chicken nugget.
I'm a little confused. I don't really understand that. I am not a native, but
Right.
I'm
But
glad
everyone-
other people do.
Everyone eats Colorado-shaped chicken nuggets.
Well, okay, fair enough. It is the best steak, so.
Oh.
Almost 10 minutes down. And Jay has reached into the refrigerator here for some bacon. And it looks like the sauerkraut has gone on the skillet. He's changed out his skillet options there. And he's working on those sweet potatoes and some butter. Salem has got all kinds of things going on over here. She's got her bacon out, she's got her butter out, she's got her lemons out. She's got her eggs out, she's got her sauerkraut open. Salem, you look like you're about to start mixing and matching here. What's gonna happen next?
I'm about to add some bacon to my sweet potato fry. And then I'm going to add eggs. Maybe add the chicken to my sweet potatoes also. And then make a sauce with the lemon and the ranch.
That sounds great. See the sweet potatoes at work. I'm excited for that bacon to go on. Get this place smelling real good.
This chicken nugget is gonna throw me. I don't know what to do with it.
Ian, if you want to watch comments, we turned other Wi-Fi's off in here because I got some feedback that the Wi-Fi was a little bit rough. So we're going to try to
Absolutely.
narrow it down so everybody can watch better.
Absolutely. Jacob working the skillets. This room's starting to smell pretty good. What's the most perplexing thing about that chicken nugget right now? More in there. Yeah. They're not just Texas shaped, they're Texas sized, which I really appreciate. Salem at the spice rack, she's just gonna grab the whole thing. Woo. I gotta say, by smell, Salem's side is winning the battle right now. Just gonna break down an onion here.
Jacob, what are you doing up there? I know it smells really good. Is that you?
Jacob's got Jacob's got that microwave working. I think that's always a good sign. He's got the sauerkraut cooking with the bacon.
No, I know, but then I forgot.
Ooh, it looks like he's grabbing some brown sugar there. I sure hope those are destined for some sweet potato action. Can you repeat that?
Oh, I said I love sauerkraut. And the smell is making me very, very, very hungry. I just want bratwurst, but I'll settle for whatever they're making.
definitely some different influences on our choices today. The brown sugar, kraut. Jacob, how does this compare to other in the challenging level of the ingredients?
I mean, these are probably like more simple ingredients, but it's hard to see how they go together. So like, I think that's what's making it difficult for me at least. We'll see.
What's the flavor you're sort of most interested by, but maybe most worried about?
I don't know if I still don't know if it's chicken nugget. What is this?
It's genius at work is what it is, Jacob. All right, Salem. More chopping going on. Oh, gonna be generous with the ranch use.
Yeah.
You like to see it? Okay. Okay.
Yep. That's what we got.
Just gonna throw some dairy at it. Is what you're saying. I'm gonna give her an assist. She just her lemon, so I'm gonna go ahead and just.
Ian, could we get a time check?
Sure thing. Almost half the time has gone by.
Okay.
We're at just under 16 minutes. Again, we started with 30. And both of the contestants, I mean, they're cooking. It's smelling good in here. But it's still kind of hard to discover what direction each contestant is going in. As a reminder for people who have just joined us, ranch, that is one of our secret ingredients that they discovered today. Sauerkraut, which Jacob's got going with bacon right now, that was another ingredient. Sweet potatoes. And then finally, Texas-sized, Texas-shaped frozen chicken nuggets that Jacob is breaking down into the blender. And
He's blending the chicken?
it looks like it's taken him a while.
Oh, we're blending the chicken. Is that right?
That's it appears what
Is it just the outside of the chicken, or is he putting the whole thing in there?
that is a great question.
Taking the breading off. And the breading is going in the trash.
Oh, no, the chicken's going in the trash.
Oh, yeah, chicken's going in the trash. Got it. Chicken's going in the trash, breading is going in the... Ian, I think you should go ask the Salem what's on the ground right over there.
We can discover that. Sometimes when you're under a time crunch, not all the eggs make it.
Wow, sisterly love right
Yeah,
there.
that was great. Thanks.
Salem wins for messiest workstation so far, but hey,
That's good. We can
that
clean
could
up
be an absolutely a good thing. Just watch your step. Don't slip here.
Thank you. I'm pleased.
Abby, how important did you find it to be to have a nice, clean, organized workstation?
Oh, not at all. No. I think that in a time crunch, you just gotta do what you gotta do. You'll clean it up after.
I just want to point out that I feel the same way. But in saying that, I should also point out that Abby and I were the first ones chopped in our session. So maybe we're not the ones that asked on the
I
question.
mean, yeah, it's fine.
Mine was pretty messy.
I never dropped an egg, but, you know, it's fine.
Jacob continues to do battle with his chicken nuggets over here. What are you hoping to do with some of that chicken nugget breading there?
I'm gonna basically remake the breading. And so bread something else that's not chicken. It's a surprise though.
It's a surprise. Wow. I guarantee I will be surprised. Salem's got a grater out here.
Oh yeah, no, not at all.
Salem, if you want, you could move the table a little bit closer so that the egg is under the table, so you don't spill your coffee.
So Salem, you got some some sour cream, and now you're just getting the, what is that called on a lemon?
From a lemon. I'm gonna add some juice also.
Interesting. Looks like you've created some bacon, onion, sweet potato, and sauerkraut. Just a combination.
Oh yeah. Getting nice and crispy in there.
And then you've scrambled your eggs over here.
I have.
Well, almost all of your eggs have been scrambled over here. Some of them have been scrambled down here.
On the ground.
Yep.
Yes.
Gotcha. Jacob's gonna get that blender working with the breading. About 11 and a half minutes left to go. And neither contestant seems to have an obvious direction for where they're going with the...
What are you making?
Scrambled eggs and fried sweet potatoes.
Okay, sounds great. That does sound good. What are you doing with the chicken?
I'm gonna put it in the sweet potatoes.
And where's the sauce from?
On the eggs.
Okay.
Are you
That seed there?
Yep.
hand straining
Yep.
some lemon juice there?
Thank you.
Creative use of... we have an assortment of tools for our contestants to work with here, but nevertheless, sometimes we don't have everything we need, and so we make it work. As you can see, Salem is scrambling an egg in a soup bowl thing.
It's the way that Gordon Ramsay does it. It makes them fluffy, maybe. I don't know.
All right, so fluffy is the goal here. Fluffy and saucy with some sauerkraut on the side. Jacob has got his smoked sausage here. Interesting choice with 9.5 minutes left. Getting a little speed scramble going here. He's got his breading blended down. He's got his sauerkraut and bacon cooking up nicely. Looks like the sweet potatoes are done with brown sugar. Salem's got her plates out. She can correct me if I'm wrong, but she still appears to be a ways from plating. It's personally disappointing for me to see those Texas shapes not incorporated, but nevertheless.
She made them mini Colorados.
How are those scrambled eggs fluffing up?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're supposed to do, but we'll see. I'll let you know when they're done, if it worked out.
Jacob's got some sausages and that scrambled egg. He's got butter going on the skillet. Generous use of butter. It's always good. Looks like his sauerkraut and bacon mix is done there, and his sweet potatoes are done, so he's transformed some of his ingredients here. It'll be interesting to see how he utilizes this ranch. Oh, we're getting saucy.
Right, yeah.
Oh, now he's doing battle with the container. Looks like we got some sriracha and some ranch going together here. Time becoming a factor for both contestants. 7 minutes, just under 7 minutes left to go. Eggs seem to be persistently.
They may be scrambling a little. We'll see.
Sam, tell me about some of these spices you picked out. Have you incorporated some of these things into this already, or are you planning on finishing it off with those?
Finishing it off with those, and that's going to go in the sauce as well, and just help give everything some extra flavor, you know. I put some garlic and onion, the sweet potato, so hopefully that gives it some good flavor.
Interesting. Abby,
Yes.
you're excited about the sauerkraut. As you've seen them start to transform some of our ingredients,
Yeah.
are you still excited about sauerkraut? Are you excited about some of the other things?
I mean, I'm just probably weird, but like I can just eat plain sauerkraut, and I feel like you're just kind of like hiding it in there. So a little bummed, but also I think that's probably the best choice. Again, I think I might be the only judge that if you served me just a side of sauerkraut, I'd be like, well done, well done. So it's fine.
Indigo, you started to see some of these ingredients transformed. What are your thoughts on?
I'm excited to see. We know what Salem's doing, but I haven't figured out exactly what Jacob's doing. So I'm excited to see how that turns out.
Yeah, it's definitely with 5 minutes left. For us to not know what Jacob's doing is definitely an unusual. It's a difference from his previous successes. Alice,
Yes.
looks like they each have completed their sweet potatoes. Looks like they're doing battle with each of the other ingredients here.
I'm excited to, so I think that ranch dressing is the perfect condiment. So I'm excited to see how they're transforming them into being even more perfect, and we'll see if they get there.
If I had a guess, I'd say you're sounding a little skeptical of the transformations that are
I'm
happening
actually
here.
very excited. I feel like I just sound skeptical a lot. But yeah, I'm excited to try their sauces and everything else.
Salem has begun plating. Salem, how's the time crunch been? The same or different?
Oh, well, I feel like the time crunch has been the same, but I just know what to expect now. So that's why I'm getting some of my food plated before the last 20 seconds.
An update on what to expect. 3:45. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left to go. Just to update everyone on what to expect. Jacob, you got, let's see here, you got some toast going on. You've got some partially breaded sausages.
The breading didn't stick very well.
Which is unfortunate. And you got some sauerkraut, you got some sweet potatoes, you got some plates out, you got your sriracha and ranch. How are you going to bring these all together?
So we're gonna do like an open faced hot dog, basically. So like the breaded sausage on the toast, and on top of it the sauerkraut bacon, and then the sweet potatoes on the side of that.
Gotcha. Salem, it looks like I would call that fluffy.
Yeah, and I added a lot of cheese. I know my girlfriend
Oh, you did add a lot of cheese.
It looks so good.
A lot of cheese.
I love cheese.
That is so much. That is maybe more egg than cheese. It Even come off the spatula. A little pepper going on as we finish off these creations. We're gonna run over to Jacob as he starts to plate some brown sugar sweet potatoes. Those do look delicious. A pinch of salt going on.
I want to get a camera shot of Jacob staying hydrated.
Gets hot when you're working hard. Gotta stay hydrated. Drink water. Have fun. Got some lemon juice going in the sauce. You whispered that. What did you just tell the judges?
Oh, then I tasted it before I added more stuff.
Interesting. It's an excellent choice. Jacob got his toast going there. We got 1 minute left. Exactly just under 1 minute left.
I literally said I wanted. There's so many green
Jacob's got his sauerkraut and bacon going on top there.
That's not perfect.
Salem keeps stirring up that sauce,
Less than 30 seconds.
and she's having second thoughts.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up, utensils down.
Nice job. Well done, you guys. Well done.
Wow.
Did you put your sauce on?
Nope.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I put it on the side. Okay.
That way you can have it on the hash and the eggs.
Okay. Nice.
One last look at the creations here. Sauerkraut sausage on toast with brown sugar, sweet potatoes, a little ranch and sriracha, some bacon included in that sauerkraut, and then we have a very cheesy egg scramble with a little hash of sweet potatoes and chicken and bacon and sauerkraut with a little lemon zest, sour creamy, ranchy something or other. Time was of the essence. Jacob, you are the returning champ, so we'll have Salem present to the judges first.
Just in case you wanted to add a little extra.
Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I am going to not be lying to eat some. Cleanse my palate first, folks. Okay, so
Kurt, as the judges form their opinions here,
okay.
what were your impressions of your fellow contestants from last time?
So they both seem to have done an amazing job. I think they've got a handle on the time frame, and you know, even this time it seemed like Jacob wasn't really sure, but from what I can see from here, what he ended up with looks amazing. So I do not envy the judges having to decide here.
That sauce is very good. Ranch gets better every time.
Okay.
I need this for breakfast.
Oh,
That's really good. Yeah, the sauce is
Yeah.
so good. It's very lemony. You can't even tell that there's ranch in it. So but like not in like an aggressive way. You can tell there's ranch, but it's not like, oh, I'm eating ranch dressing with my eggs, because that'd be wrong.
I feel like the sauce goes better with the hash than it does with the eggs.
Oh, I disagree.
Really?
Oh yeah, putting all my eggs. Yeah.
I just feel like the cheese with the lemon is like really making my palate go like, ah, but not in a bad way, just in like a surprise way.
See, I like it. I like that.
Good job putting it on the side.
So yeah, I think that justifies her decision to put it on the side. She couldn't decide whether to put it on the hash or on the eggs.
And there's a difference of opinion in the judges, so letting them make the choice there.
I like it.
Very nice.
Awesome. All right.
I'll save it.
Saving it for later. Jacob.
Wow.
Presenting his dish here.
Abby's dream.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. So is this bratwurst
It's a sausage.
sausage? Okay.
With the sauerkraut and bacon, topped with sriracha ranch, and a side of sweet potato, brown sugar, hash browns.
Tell you what, those sweet potatoes are delicious.
I use the breading from the chicken nugget to bread the sausage.
Sausage is breaded. Cool.
Why is that a surprise to you?
No, I just can't really. I mean, oh no, it's there.
I think that the flavor is very, very, very good. I don't know if this is a breakfast, but would I eat it for lunch? Yeah. I mean, I eat it for breakfast, but traditionally speaking. But I think the sauce is very good. I love a good sriracha ranch. And well done with the sauerkraut.
I think
Bacon in there.
I really like both of these things, and I don't know if they go together. But they're really good, and the flavors are really good on both of them.
It looks really good.
It looks absolutely delicious.
Wow.
I think I want sriracha ranch on all my bratwurst now.
Oh, there you go.
Wow. Forming some new opinions. All right, the judges have a lot to deliberate here. The contestants will step outside as they kind of form their opinions. If we could have the judges step away from their meals for a moment. And yeah, just give us your impressions of our contestants' efforts today and the dishes that they created.
Well, I'm really impressed by both of their efforts. I think that that was a really tough basket, and they both went in directions that I didn't see coming.
I think that overall, yeah, they were both very, very good meals. The flavor in each of them was, I think, well done. But I think that Salem did a little bit of a better job incorporating all the ingredients and really transforming them into a breakfast. Where Jacob has all of the ingredients, but a lot of it is kind of standalone. And I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with that. But again, my opinion is this isn't really a breakfast. And that was what we were looking for today. So.
Interesting. Anything to add, Indigo?
I liked both dishes. I did like the brown sugar on these sweet potatoes.
Yeah, that was really good.
But
All right, I will let y'all deliberate. I'm gonna step outside and talk to Jacob and Salem about the experience. If I can get through here. Congratulations, guys, on another successful 30-minute battle with the kitchen. You know, it's not always easy. Yeah, so what are your impressions of the ingredient basket today and the overall experience?
Yeah, this ingredient basket for me compared to last ingredient basket, I feel like this one was a little bit easier. I was nervous because I don't cook a lot of breakfast food, but had a plan, did it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, this had more simple ingredients, but they didn't really go together, so it was really hard to puzzle that all into a dish. tried to make it breakfasty as good, and now thinking back on it, I could have done some things different, but hey, I think this was probably one of my bolder choices. I did things that I was comfortable with before this one.
Absolutely, yeah.
Had to
Stretch out the,
take some risks.
yeah.
So,
Gotta risk it to get the biscuit, as they say in cooking circles, I think. Well, cool. They're going to continue to deliberate here. Salem, was there anything about the second experience that made it a little bit easier for you, having done it once, or was it just as nerve-wracking and stressful as the first?
I think it was a little bit easier this time. I'm not going to say it was easy, but I think going into it, like, knowing about the time constraint and how much trouble I had with it last time made it a little easier to start, like, getting everything this time, so I wasn't rushing at the last minute.
Yeah, Jake, having to stretch out things. Time seemed to be a little bit more of an issue than it has been in the past. Do you think that was because you were trying to eat some different things, or did you manage time differently today?
yeah, I think it was because I was trying to make something that I hadn't made before, as far as like these chop dishes go, and like I didn't want to go back to something that I made. I wanted to try to do something different.
Absolutely.
And that stupid chicken nugget kept getting to me. I didn't know what to do with it.
Just so everyone knows, I buy the ingredients. So they have only me to blame
Yep.
for their sorrows in dealing with these ingredients today.
Ready.
Our judges have deliberated. Our contestants are ready. Whew, it smells so good in
Make sure you
here.
get a video of that, Abby, right now.
Abby,
Yes?
are you glad that Salem left some sauerkraut in that can?
Yeah. I didn't allow it to affect my judgment, but personally speaking, Salem won up.
All right,
Okay.
deliberations have been made. A reminder, whoever's dish is under here has been chopped.
Okay.
Is that right?
Wait,
Yeah.
we both did a great job. We loved the food. It was super creative. The basket was difficult. Jacob, I'm sorry that you have been chopped.
I think the judges all just agreed that unfortunately it wasn't a breakfast. While the flavors were good, we were looking for a breakfast today.
Salem, congratulations. Your breakfast was great.
Good job, Salem.
Good job, Jacob. Very nice.
Salem, what do you have to say to our audience about your big win today?
Wow, I am shocked. I really don't cook a lot of breakfast food, so very surprising for me.
Excellent. All right, well, we are signing off.
Hey, don't forget to keep watching the rest of our virtual activities, and who knows? This has been 2 episodes of Chop. We may have another one, but we've got a lot of good content coming your way. Thank you, guys.